We're we're in the future. I can hear you, so hopefully we'll find out from the chat if there's any issue, but I am happy to be here. I'm excited. I hope everyone else can hear you because it'll be much more fun. Oh, sound is good. Thank you, Hero Proto. Now I hear you, or hear me on you. All right. Hey, RH2, how on earth is? Nice. All right. I think we're ready for season 2. There's some fun, making things more fun. Oh wait, now Alex can't hear EJ. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, oh no, no. So yeah, people. All right. Well, I'll keep talking while you figure out how to get your voice back. Yeah, the new background graphics. Shout out to EJ for putting that together. We don't have a 6-month break between the seasons. We actually have a several day break, I guess. But I think it's fun because it signifies a different way that we're approaching things. And some of you tuned in
Okay,
to our last stream.
can you hear me now? Maybe.
Yeah, let's see. Let us know if you
We'll
can.
see. Yeah, let us know in the chat if you can hear us.
Yes. All right. What's up, Maya?
What's up, everybody?
All right.
Thank you for bearing with us. I super appreciate it.
We're here. Yeah. So I was just saying that we recapped like our 30 streams that we did last episode, and we talked about what we want to do in the future, and here we are in the future several days later.
Yeah, it kind of snuck up on me. Like when we put the dates down, like I wasn't like, oh, it's in 5 days or whatever. But here we are, 5 days later. There's a new design. Maybe can I give a little tour of what we got? Because we have.
Yeah.
So if we go to my screen now.
We're gonna have a guest very soon, by the way.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you switch layout, that's a clue.
That's a clue. Thank you to everybody helping us debug. So audio probably works here, and probably not on our. Okay, I got an idea. Give me 1 second. Just let me just try some stuff real quick.
Yeah, it's like we haven't worked out all. We're aiming to have a guest on every episode. We've lined up several really cool people, and we should, we'll be announcing the dates as we, get closer. But it's gonna be a cool new aspect because we had so much fun when right? Yeah. Uh-oh. Back and now no sound.
How about this? So I'm trying. I'm like mixing things on the fly right now. It's going well. It's going all right. I appreciate you guys. Ian has this wheel.
I got all this. Okay, we got a yes, EJ now. I mean,
All right.
Okay. Yeah, let us know if you can't hear EJ still, because he
Yeah, we
switched to
should be
this layout.
back. And then your
Um,
camera's all messed
no
up
EJ
again.
sound. Yeah, yeah. You already knew this time though.
It's like it's like Twitch streaming. It's like we're doing it again for the first time, and I'm having flashbacks of like all
But
the
I mean, it's kind of good, right? It's like
it's like all the things
for
that I
the
used to not worry about. It's like it's all the things that used to like work perfectly smoothly because we had all the settings down. That like we could just like go into the show and do the show, and now I'm like back to like control room mode where everything like I'm so scared to touch anything because I don't want to break it. But we'll just we'll keep it easy. We'll keep it chill. I know how I can fix this. I have my espresso and my Joe Rogan time. Do you
yeah.
want to talk about the wheel, and we can sort of get our vibes
Yeah,
back?
well, I mean, what do you think also about explaining the idea of the how we're going to do tonight and the future episodes? I
Oh,
don't think we
totally.
talked about that before.
Well, let me try because here's what's gonna happen: is we're gonna go to a screen. It's gonna be silent for a second, and then you're gonna be able to hear me again. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So people can hear me now. That's cool. I don't think. Yeah, and Ian's circle's been bad, so they can't hear. Nobody can hear Ian right now. But basically, the concept is that we're trying to do these three different segments every episode, and we're going to tell you what they are ahead of time, and so we can think about them and plan how to do them. And this episode, the first thing that we're going to do is spin the wheel of data, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, and then we're going to revisit some of the COVID data viz that we did, and we're going to do some generative art to help improve the background, which is this like topography pattern. But yeah, maybe one day I'll fix that screen so you can also hear Ian when I'm on it. And yeah, so Ian's circle thing, I had noticed that too. How like it gets bigger and smaller. I used to. It was better on the other app. If it happens again, I'll fix it. It's a whole big thing. But thank you again. I appreciate every single one of you for bearing with us and hanging out through like our like take two of technical difficulties. Our season two. We're all in it together. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Wait, can they hear me again?
Yeah, they can
Or
hear
is
you
it
again.
still
Yeah,
nice?
it was just like when I was on that one particular screen.
Okay. Yeah, so the wheel, so is my, let me see. My screen should be up
Yeah,
too.
let's go.
And so this wheel, this little pie chart here, basically a D3 pie chart that we have a button and you click it and it spins around and it randomly lands on one of our data sets. Oh, wait, what is, I guess this is
What is that?
internet speed.
That
Um,
this is hold on. It's never done that before. That's weird.
yeah, I mean, it's a random, it can end up anywhere on the circle and we have the
Hold on, I gotta fix
pattern.
your camera again. God
Oh, I'm all out of frame. So, yeah, you can't hear EJ, but and now, oh, so Hell on Earth has had this happen pretty often, right? So, Hell on Earth has actually forked it, I think, and added a gradient. We should find that, or I don't know if you want to put it in the chat. We can take a look at it. So, but the premise of this was that we wanted a segment of the show, right? Like we always have a bunch of ideas for things we want to visualize, and we have our own like lists of stuff in the backlog or whatever you want to call it. And so, in order to just kind of go for it, we thought we would just spin the wheel and make it kind of like game showy, and then yeah, see what happens, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
But well, and I also like the reason that we wanted to do that is because I felt like the best things that happened are like when it was surprising or when we didn't expect it or like when a data set just dropped or you know what I mean, like just bringing that energy in of like, you know, when I used to be like in a newsroom of like we would in the morning we'd come in, they'd be like, oh, here's this data set on this, and now you need to make a graphic. Like that energy, like it's a fun way to work, and it's also like, you know, watching all these cooking shows, they have like a similar vibe of like, you know, here's an onion and a truffle and a chicken, like make something cool out of it. Whoa, what is that? That's Hell on Earth is.
Yeah, it's got the graphics, but I think it was forked before. So I actually fixed the label alignment since our last stream, probably a day or so ago. So
thank you.
Because yeah, on the stream we didn't get to a point where the labels were aligned. Yeah, so
Yeah,
before the text was fixed. So.
didn't we pull a prank on Hell on Earth is by like not publishing the notebook at the end of the show or something, or like moving to a different notebook?
That's right. Because we forked this one and then we imported this teaching data sets data from Mike Freeman has I don't know where it is, but a notebook that's actually, I will bring it up. It doesn't take a second.
Why does your skin color look so much more like a skin color than mine? Like I look like I'm in a dungeon and you look good.
I have now I have 2 ring lights. I got.
Oh, is that what that? I totally forgot. Yeah, I wasn't. That wasn't.
There's one there and one there.
I wasn't setting you up.
It's actually I need to wear sunglasses. I think.
I'm honestly curious.
Smokers each.
That's yeah. Is there dust on the camera that's like giving me a jaundiced look? No, it's fine. So here's the question for you, Ian. Do you want to spin the wheel tonight, or do you want to make the wheel better? Because that's sort of the fundamental question.
I mean, I think while I'm tempted to say let's improve it and do what we know, I think we should spin it. I think we should
all right,
take a chance.
I'm with it. Let me add the chat back to our show before I get too far along.
Nice. I mean, I do think we have. I want to double check the list though, because we were kind of filling them out off the cuff. Is there anything we want to add to this?
I'm good. I like the ones that are on there personally. If there's anything you want to add or that the chat quickly wants to think of to add, I'm down for that. But I like our current array of options. Should we add
cool color
palette? All right, add that for sure. Color palette notebook.
Yeah. How do we have our options up here? So
I pinned it. Yeah.
I guess we don't need an ID really. Color palettes. Can I spell any word that has?
Did you spell it like a kiwi? Oh, you're talking about palettes.
Double letters. I can't ever remember where, like apartment. Massachusetts.
Yeah. Wait, apartment?
Yeah, I always want to put 2 P's. I think it's only
apartment. I feel you. I'm with that.
Really? Yeah. Oh, what the hell?
Oh shit.
Very dark color. Okay. I think it's just first colors.
Look, now we're fixing the wheel.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Shit. I don't know why that one turned like a black. If only we had a color legend.
Oh. All right, well, Ian's adding this stuff. I'm going to do some more OBS fun. Thank you for being cool, people. I'm going to make sure that we have audio on all of our other screens.
Oh, this is what it is. We use choices, and it should be colors. We fixed this in the other notebooks. There we go. Oh, I did it again. All right. So I am done. Okay, thank you, Helen Arthurs, for that suggestion. We can now add more suggestions. So if anyone else has any last-minute ones, you can get them in. Otherwise, I think what we'll do is we'll keep. Maybe we should tweet this out later and or before the next one, right? And people can we can add more for the next.
Yeah, for sure. Well, now that we're getting now that we have people can hear what we're saying and stuff. I mean, we can work our way up in terms of show complexity. People tweeting, people adding options and interacting, working our way up. So wait, what did it land on? I didn't catch that. It did this weird in between shit.
We should have some fanfares. I mean, I thought I don't think we have it integrated into the stream technology or whatever, but we can just make this big,
Yeah, make it bigger. If we could have it play a sound when it was done with Tone.js or something, that'd be pretty rad too.
And do the tick 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 tick. Yeah.
Now that would be cool.
All right, so I mean, we could. How about this? What if we compromise and we put improving the wheel as
Oh,
one of the
on the
rules?
wheel! You're so smart! Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Improving the wheel. Oops, this needs to be on.
I like where your head's at. That's like why we made the wheel.
Oh, I was about to suggest that.
Yeah.
Nice. Great minds think alike. All right, so, and you want it bigger, but that's all we're gonna go. I think height. Let's say height is width. How big is that gonna be? Whoa!
That's pretty good. Do you like, what's the 0.8?
Yeah. I swear we're not gonna fix the wheel anymore.
We're not.
Promise.
It's illicit wheel work.
All right.
All right. So is this the real one? Like, is this the legit spin that we're about to do?
Published.
Okay.
And we're gonna how about this? People can spin their own wheel if they want, but it's not fire based.
Oh shit! You should add a spin again slice. And now your camera's all fucked up. Look at this. Look at this. I'm sorry, people. I'll do my best.
This is abstract.
I mean, it'll fix it has been fixing itself pretty regularly throughout the evening. This is due, if anybody wants to know why this is happening, this is due to Skype changing the resolution of Ian's video as the quality changes. So, I don't know. So
Can I just fix that?
Yeah, you want to lock that on your end maybe, and then we could just be done with this?
Audio and video settings. Automatically adjust microphone. Okay, camera.
I don't think they let you control that. I think they're trying to be smart.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's why that's happening.
All right, fair enough.
I can go fix it real quick.
Yeah, it's too bad that you have to. Wait, there's more advanced stuff. All right, well, we're about to spin this wheel.
So RH2 says that that's a fancy camera, and they're wrong, because it's just Skype has an excellent blur function, which is like, can you hold something up to show them? Because if you put anything that isn't a face, you put like a Coke up, that's what we know works really well. Yeah, it likes to blur out cups.
My coffee.
Yeah, if you like put it away from your face, it blurs it. Yeah, see? Oh, see, it just went back. God, oh boy. Oh, jeez.
What about pickle? I turned into a pickle. Was it blurred or no? I can't.
It was not blurred. It seems. I think it's because it had a face. If I'm going to be guessing. Yeah, it's a fancy AI blur.
Yeah, Skype is doing.
Okay, so it's very important to me when you spin the wheel. If you could make it spin, like when you click it a bunch of times. So like as if you're like getting it going really fast. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, and then let it go to like let it go. You know what I mean?
All
right. So this is it.
No, all right. We're gonna do it. We're gonna spin it.
Okay.
We're gonna spin it. Did a drum roll. All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel. Oh, I gotta do it a bunch of times. Get it going really fast. All right, what we got?
What do it?
Color palettes.
Color palettes. Right? I don't think you did, but it doesn't matter. It's not important to this endeavor.
Yeah, that would be under improving the wheel. So.
Well, this is pretty convenient because believe it or not, I already have a notebook where I got started on this. So we promised that Hell on Earth is not a plant, but I made a Coding with Fire Season 3 Reusable Elements notebook way back when. I don't know if we remember this. Let me give it a publish and I'll drop it in the chat. And it doesn't have anything in it except for D3 and then an empty color scale and an empty color array.
Nice. Let me pull this over to my...
And then the other thing I have is in Illustrator, I have our color palette, which I could steal.
So should this be season 2 though, or are we going further?
No, you're totally right. I jumped the gun on that.
Nice. You can change the URL too, which is kind of cool. That's nice. Publish that. So it should.
Oh, that's cool. I like the idea of Hell on Earth is said they added randomness to the spin duration, and that's a really cool.
That is a cool idea.
Because then it feels
Because then,
more
yeah, every
random.
spin is also
Yeah.
different.
Because that's true. That's how spins are. They don't always last the same amount. Like, everybody puts more or less weight on it, right?
Yeah. I mean, all right.
Well, it should be related to revolutions. Duration should be some random number, like plus revolutions times 100 or something. So the more times it revolves, the longer it spins.
You are getting
That's how wheels
nerd
spin.
sniped into improving the wheel. You gotta really resist.
Yeah, you're right. We're a professional show now, guys. We are focused on the task at hand. No nerd sniping, please. We are getting the color palette, which, by the way, is a thing you suggested, Hell on Earth, is we're getting the palettes.
Yeah, that's right.
We're getting the palettes for the new season, and we'll put them in the notebook, and then I don't know what else we'll do. What else do you think we should do after that? I guess it might take an hour.
All right, so when it comes to color palettes, sorry, there's a
what's that?
Motorcycle.
Is the best way to drop it in the chat, you think? QA. Wow, fast cars, huh?
Yeah, man. It's a thing. All right, so, but when it comes to color palette, so you have done some work on a Coding with Fire color palette.
Yeah, I've already sort of offline, I was already thinking about these things, and so this is like the color palette for the show so far, so I figured that would be handy. And like, we don't have to use this, but it's a good starting place. We could try and do some like color analysis of like complementary and stuff for each of these, like try and generate some color paletteness.
Yeah.
But you know, might as well start somewhere, I figured.
The other thing I was just thinking was like, you know, I was immediately frustrated that I couldn't see what these colors were, like this list of hex codes. So just to have like some kind of color legend that is, you know, real easy to just throw together, get the swatches up, like basically what's on your screen, but have it be something that we're visualizing color palettes.
I'm with that.
And
should I be taking notes of these great ideas?
Yeah, we could do notes. Could put them right in the notebook. Yeah, and yeah, so we have an idea about making more colors, generating them, making sure we can see them. We could also spend a few minutes looking at other people's color palette notebooks.
That's a great idea.
We could go that way because there's gonna be some cool stuff out there and interesting, and we can get inspired and build on it. Or we could say, let's not do it yet and see what we do. But I don't know. I kind of lean into doing a little.
Here's the thing. Yeah, Hell on Earth has also dropped the link to the Shirley color palette notebook, which I've already seen. It's already in my brain, so I'm just going to acknowledge that it's there and look at it again.
That's fair enough. Let's just, we're going to do some looking around. All right. So, and also actually that's like the coolest thing is like we could import her visualization. She has a draw colors, right? Like, why do we spend everyone's time making that?
Yeah, bro. Just steal it from Shirley. That.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? Stealing from the best, or didn't know Steve Jobs or some.
Picasso said that great artists steal some.
Good artists steal. Yeah. Or no, good artists copy, great artists steal.
Sure. I mean, that's I don't think he actually said it. That's like all in contention. I mean, I'm actually kind of curious.
Well, you know what though? I don't think it matters. Like, those apocryphal stories, right? They're just they're like memes, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
The jealous girlfriend meme or whatever, like those kind of things. People use it a bunch to just get a point across. It's not really obviously the stock photo actors didn't really happen, right? Like my favorite Picasso apocryphal story is the one where he is drawing in the park or something. He's like painting in the park, and a lady walks up and is like, "Hey, can you draw my portrait?" And he just like, you know, captures her entire essence with like one pen stroke on like a piece of paper. And she's like, "Oh my God, it's beautiful. Like, how much do you want for it?" And he's like, $5,000. She's like, "What? That took you like 30 seconds." And he's like, "No, madam, it took me my whole life."
Right. Like, yeah, exactly.
So anytime you're like worrying, am I not charging enough for this like freelancer consulting thing or whatever, right? It's like it's not the hour, it's like your whole life that went into like being able to do that in an hour.
Yeah, we stand on the shoulders of giants is exactly it. So we're gonna stand on Shirley's giant shoulders, I think, a little bit tonight.
Not that she has giant shoulders, but
she has very reasonably sized. She has perfectly sized shoulders, but metaphorically giant.
Yes, Titan of industry.
Titan of industry is pretty good.
Yeah. All right, and so you dropped the colors in the chat.
I did. Also, Hell on Earth has said that we need to have a contrast checker, so I did a little searchy on Observable for contrast checker, and there's like one right there. It seems super easy to use, so we might want to pull that in too. Shirley's surly shoulders. Hey, we won't have any of that.
Yeah. Sure, we're like Shirley's biggest stands. I think that's the word. Big fans.
We are Shirley's biggest stans. I was reading a Twitter thread earlier today about how Stan lost the negative connotation. Like in the Eminem song, the canonical Eminem song, Stan is like not a good guy. You know what I mean? So the fact that we eagerly stand things ourselves now without thinking through like what that, I don't know, it's just an interesting thing to think about. He kills himself in that song. And his girlfriend. I don't know if you know the song "Stand" by Eminem. Let's start there. Are you familiar with the Eminem classic "Stand"?
No, I know that. I know that song for sure. Very powerful song, I would say. All right, so she's doing something with Chroma though. I guess I'll just import Chroma from her notebook while I'm at it.
Hey, that's how this contrast checker works. It also uses Chroma.
That's good.
I wonder what that's all about.
And I think we need to...
Oh, it's a command as. That's handy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I like tongue twisters too. Let's see, contrast, foreground, background. All right, I wonder what that does.
Oh, okay. That gets the ratio for the contrast, so we can tell if the background and like we would put white and black in there to determine if we did like white text over the color or black text over the color generally.
Okay, so we'd say like white text would be, so the foreground is white.
So there's a bunch of WCAG standards of what the ratio should be.
All right, well, there's our ratios.
Whoa, sick.
But I guess not all of them are things that you necessarily want to be the background. Or, I mean, I guess you know, depending on the context.
Well, just if you're labeling above it, you know what color to make it. It detects distances between colors in the visible spectrum. All right. That's cool.
Yeah. So we have that to work
with.
Way
to go. You're fast.
And maybe I should just make that, well, we'll figure out how we want to use it, then we can turn it into a function later.
Well, I'll tell you this. What I want to put the number on top in the middle of the circle, and I want the number to either be black or a white. Oh, no. Hell on Earth, it says the stream is low video. It's not the right size. It's not the right size. We'll fix it. I promise we'll fix it.
That's the thing. I mean, you know, the whole show is just solving problems with code. I mean... solving problems with OBS is
it's just a part that we like already did. Yeah, I mean, like we're doing it. It's the doing it again part. That's why we're hackers. That's why we write code in the first place, right? So you only have to do things once. So it just feels so unnatural and frankly gross to have to do this again because I already did it once.
Yeah, fair.
But yes, I promise I will make it 1080p at 60, and I'll make fucking Ian's camera stop doing this. I swear I'll do all these things and more.
I feel like I'm a popcorn kernel, and just every now and then there's like pop.
Yeah, exactly. Season 2, whole thing over again.
Doing it all again. That's a great catchphrase, actually.
Too accurate. Too close to home. Should I fix you again, or should we just wait for it to fix naturally?
You know, I'm fine either way. It doesn't. I don't feel a difference. You know.
All right. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't affect you.
Am I? I'm not. As long as I'm not covering up. You know.
No, you're fine. You're just. It just looks wrong. It's just we're not. None of this is good. It's fine.
Okay, but here's the thing. We did the thing that I wanted to do. We did one thing that you wanted to do. You had another thing you wanted to do, right?
All I want is the stream to work now.
But in terms of like, you know, we got what we needed quickly from.
Oh yeah, we pulled in my color scale. And we stole Shirley's giant shoulders. So now what?
Now we are. Yeah. What now? What we got? Color palettes. That's the prompt. So.
Are you not entertained?
So yeah, we're done. We got our visualization. That's how you do it.
All right. Here's some fun ideas I'm throwing out there for you. If you could take each of these colors and then make little complementary palettes out of them, you know what I mean? Get some, like, let me pull up Adobe Color has like some cool stuff that sort of explains what I'm talking about. Can the palettes be imported to other notebooks? Yes, they can. So like, Adobe has this cool thing where you can like drag around complementary or split complementary or triad color scheme. You know what I mean? Like if there was a way to automatically do this for each color, or like, you know what I mean? Like find the colors around it based on some fancy math, or you know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down?
I do think I see what you're saying. However, I just did a quick search and I think there's some of these notebooks we should look at, because for instance, extracting a color palette from an image, like being able to do that seems like a fun thing.
Yeah, all right. So what kind of notebooks you got in there?
Well, there's one, an interpolator might be something that we wanted.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. This would probably be handy to be able to like interpolate between colors that we have in our palettes. Okay. Oh, and the ramp is a visualization. So Mike Bostock already had this, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that in. Just collecting good stuff.
All right. Meanwhile, on my screen, I'm searching how to fix the stream on the stream. So don't ever say we were not meta.
So I got the ramp. I'm gonna roll your own color palettes from Harry Stevens. Oh, what up, Harry? I think Harry Stevens works at the Washington Post and makes cool notebooks. I'm gonna take a quick look. Good mapping stuff. Good math stuff.
Math and mapping.
Yeah. Boyd's, that's right. I've seen. This is where
Boyd's
first. I'm getting distracted, but
yeah, now you're getting nerd sniped by Boyd's.
Yeah, it's
hey,
like,
oh, this is what they made. They made what is the best data visualization of the year with this, right? With the timeline. That's the same guy, right? Here, I'll Google it on my thing.
That doesn't immediately
Washington Post coronavirus timeline database.
Here, so folks can see it.
Is this it? Yeah, Harry Stevens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he had this dope Corona simulator. It's what I think is one of the best data visualizations of the year. And I believe it uses the same Boyd thing to make the simulations.
Yes. I did see this.
Because they like catch Corona via their Boydness. Can you tell the people and also me what a Boyd is? Because I've just been saying the word over and over because it's fun.
Boyd?
Yeah, what's a Boyd?
It's from the New York accent way of saying bird.
No, oh my god, you've told me this before and I forgot because it's absurd.
It is absurd, but yeah, it's like it's a simulate like pretty simple simulation technique where basically you have all these different. Here's minimalist boys. It's
Yeah,
like a
it's
guy
because they
real
look
quick.
like boys.
Yeah, it's a little boys flocking, you know.
So good.
And yeah, so there's basically a few rules. Like for every one of these voids, these circles, these birds, whatever you want to call them, they look at any void that's near them and they decide like based on the rules, you can say like, oh, I want to match my speed to that one, or I want to match my direction, or I want to match, or I want to move away. Like I want to stay at least this far away from everybody around me.
Well, it's like Game of
And you
Life
can mess with
rules,
all
kind
this.
of, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's basically yeah. I think yeah, this was cohesion, separation, perception, max speed. I don't know. So they or no alignment, cohesion, separation. So that's like how much do we want to like agree with each other versus how much do we want? And if you change these, I'm just gonna guess that I can like. And if I make the separation cohesion less, they should like spread out.
Hey, who's getting
Yeah.
nerd sniped now?
I'm getting super nervous. I just love this stuff. This simulation stuff. Like, one last thing about this is that the same technique of like having a bunch of dots that look at who's around them and decide how they like move next.
Yeah, we love that.
And continuous thing is like a fluid simulation works the same way.
Oh.
So like water simulations and movies and games to like make it follows much more complicated equations, but it's the exact same principle. And the way that you code it is the same. It's like you're looking at a bunch of dots and seeing, seeing who's around them.
I'll make a deal with you. We might come back to the voids later for our topographic map pattern.
Oh, crazy. Okay, cool. Yes.
What were we doing?
Well, we were looking at Harry Stevens' interpolating color map, which
That's right.
I went down an observable search hole. This is a good sign for observable. It's kind of like YouTube, where you like go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it needs you need to build an evil algorithm that reinforces your existing interests and biases, because that seems to be really successful.
I really hope that doesn't happen. The same, yeah.
No, but it will be for the greater good. Yeah, I mean, it'd be as if Wikipedia. Well, Wikipedia does that naturally, I guess, without an algorithm, right? You just like start to learn about one thing and then you learn about another thing. That's really healthy, if it's not like full of evil and deception. Generally, that's what they didn't anticipate.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing there is that they don't know. It's like bigger than any one person understands. So now it's just like it's just going. Like I don't know what it's doing. So, let's try to keep knowing what we're doing. I guess it's good news for data visualization because it can help us see what's happening.
Is it 9:46? We're almost done with this segment.
A quantitative approach to color palette selection. I think this is going to be towards what you were
No, I'm not kidding.
About.
We have like 3 more minutes because we're going to take a little break and bring our guest on.
Yeah.
And you know what? Well, here's what's going to happen. The stream is going to go offline for this 10-minute break because then I can increase the quality, get our guest on, make the audio fix, and in 10 minutes we'll be like back and better than ever. And maybe you guys will enjoy that. Like a real good high quality stream.
Nice. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. All right. Well, okay, but this is kind of interesting. Let's talk slightly meta for a second too.
Okay. I'm gonna start talking meta now.
Like, we're gonna end this segment on like where this notebook's at, and this is exactly how I actually work in real life. In my day job is like, I build a notebook. One morning I start working on it, and then I don't finish the project. Right, I go do some other stuff, come back to it, and often I like leave myself notes like this. Like these are, I think, 2 things that if the wheel lands on this one again,
new paths to go on.
We can start from here, and we already have. I mean, this is like a good starting point. It's better than the starting point we started with. And,
that's cool. Did you put this in the chat and I missed it? Or no, sorry, I put this in the chat and I
You
forgot
put it, but
about
I
it.
changed it.
It's cool.
So
I'm gonna. Can I make a little to-do cell? You know what I mean?
Yes, let's add a to-do cell. I have those 2 links as notebooks I like. Yeah, and I think when we do it, we're gonna do like a little recap before we sign off.
Oh yeah, and then.
I'm just gonna.
Well, do you want to do a recap
the notebooks?
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to do it at the end of the episode or at the end of the segment?
I was thinking the end of the segment. Like, let's just like.
All right. Well, here's the thing: is I made a recap scene for me, and I didn't make one for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to just make it?
Yep. All right, party people. Let's welcome to the. We're live OBSing, so we're gonna make the recap.
Yeah, this is not just a stream about data visualization. This is a stream about making a stream about data visualization.
So yeah, so we're gonna.
Making courses, like video courses, you know, it's like you can like learn how to. So someone may, you know.
Everything.
Real data.
So I tried to make you a new recap scene, and what I ended up doing is deleting the old recap scene. Yeah.
You have your work cut out for you.
Okay, so now we have my audio. That's nice. Let's get Ian's audio going. All right, now we got Ian's audio going. This is a great start. This is the starts to our recap scene. What else we want a background image, which I should have already loaded. So let's see.
Doing that.
Here we go. Oh, we'll put this behind. There we go. And then we want to put your screen on here, probably, if I had to guess.
I think that's a good call there.
Let's see. Let's get Ian's screen. There we go. Okie dokie. All right, so we got your screen. We got your little circle face. That will make it a little bit bigger. And you know what? We'll put it on top. And we'll put the overlay even more on top. All right, great. This is great. What we need, the last thing we're missing is the title. Here we go. Good, killing it. Wait, I'll put it in the middle. That's pretty good. Well, I just made a scene live on the stream. How do you feel about that? Oh, god damn it!
What'd you do?
Fucking the circle. What? Fucking.
I popped.
So we're back. All right, you ready to do your recap? And then we have to get off. We're gonna be back in 8 minutes. We promise.
Yes. All right. Real quick recap. So we just had the first segment of season 2. Did the wheel of data. We spun this wheel and it landed. Wait, this is not where it landed. Anyway, it landed on color palettes, which was suggested by Helen Earth Biz. Thank you for the suggestion. And so we built this notebook where we pulled in the color palette that EJ's designed for the show itself. And we're immediately like, well, it'd be great if we could visualize it. And we actually, now I forget who in the chat shared it, but we are all big fans of Shirley Wu, of course. And so her notebook color palettes has a nice convenient draw colors function, which we imported into ours. And we joked for a while about, you know, great artist steal and that kind of thing, or standing on the shoulders of giants. And
much better.
Yeah, Shirley's awesome. So thank you, Shirley, for getting us started there. And then we had some ideas around generating colors from our color palette, figuring out how we can get more colors basically. And we decided to start just by searching on Observable real quick to see if we could find inspiration. And we found another visualization function, like little tool that we could import from Harry Stevens, which took us honestly on a little detour about Boyd's and the coronavirus simulator that he worked on, which was awesome. Won't get into that now because we really wanted to get more done on colors. So we did find some other interesting notebooks that will be inspiring for us the next time the wheel lands on color palettes. I'd really like to do watercolors with code. That sounds like a lot of fun too.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah, it's been a fun hour, and we're about to switch it up.
We're gonna visualization. The stream is gonna look like it ended, but believe us, I promise we'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm gonna make it 1080p. You guys are gonna like it a lot better, and I think I'm gonna make Ian's circle stop doing this thing. And we're gonna have a guest. It's gonna be super cool. Season 2, Coding with Fire. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. We'll be back at 10 EST, 7 Pacific.
That's right. See you in a couple minutes.
See you soon.